Yo people, we are back in the rehearsal studio. I've done a lot today and I forgot to film because I'm an idiot. But maybe that's why I managed to do a lot. Now we are going to start making sounds. But first let me show you what I have done. I built the stand cart. It's not finished, but I think you get the idea. So tubes for the stands. Yeah, we need to get a lot more tubes. Eric was here earlier, so we took the kick drums off the drum kit and put the kick pad in place. We moved all the drums a little bit towards that side to get it more centered. And I moved all of this stuff out of the way. We're gonna plan this a little bit better later on. Neve is gonna play drums for you today. But yeah. So I guess it's something I'm forgetting. Yeah, I moved the case out. I'm gonna take it apart later. Probably at least start later this week. I cleaned up a little bit, a tiny bit. But now we're ready to make sounds. And the absolute first thing I'm gonna do is the absolute easiest thing. Since Eric has these Sennheiser 903, I think they're called that, mounted inside the toms. We'll just connect those up and then that's pretty much done. So to keep it simple, let's do that. Wrong, I soldered this cable this morning. It's just a stereo pair for the headphones. So before we do anything else, I want to try make sure that the headphones are working for Eric. It's a pretty important part. And since Eric is using in-ears, I'll use my in-ears to make sure we got sound and make sure we have more or less the same sound. So we should have sound. Since I'm using the auxes on the desk and I have routed them out, so we should have sound. Yeah, we don't. Because we aren't getting sound on... Why are we getting sound on 9, 10? I don't think we're supposed to. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it works. Perfect. So now let's connect the microphones. Yo. I am working away. Yeah, so I've connected the kick drum and I've made sure that everything is going through the auxes. Everything we've done so far. The kick drum is just a kick pad, as you can see there, and it's going through his trigger. The toms are connected, so I guess next up is figure out where I want to put the snare mics. So that's up next. Okay, so Sennheiser MD441 on the top, in between the toms. It's just enough space. And on the bottom, a T-Bone MB75, I think. They have a little bit more top end, which sounds really nice on snare. I don't know what to do next, if I should do overheads or try something completely different maybe. I'm gonna think a little bit. Yo. Everything is taking like 10 times the amount of time it should take, since it's just me. But China crash mics are up. So it's the T-Bone MB75 on the China, a modified SM57 on the main right crash, a regular 57 on the left main crash, and a T-Bone MB75 on the leftist crash. I actually like these microphones a lot on spot. I think they actually sound really good, all of them. The real 57 sounds a little bit better. The T-Bones are a little bit shrill on the top. But yeah, close miking cymbals with SM57s is the next best thing for me. I really like the Audio-Technica ATM 450, but they're a little bit more expensive, so I'll buy those at a later date. Right now 57s are really good. So what we have left, except for choosing the overheads, but when it comes to close miking, the only two things that's left is the hi-hat, the ride, and the two splashes. I'm gonna mic the splashes with one microphone over both of them. And I haven't decided. Yeah, I have decided. So the hi-hat is getting a Slate ML2 microphone. I haven't tried it on hi-hat yet, so that's why. And the ride is getting the Sony C536P. I've done that on ride a lot, and I really like it. And the splashes, I don't know. Maybe I can find another 57. I don't think so. I think we used them all. SM7, maybe? I don't know. I'll see what it'll do on the splashes. I'll be back in a bit. Yes, okay. I think I'm done for the day. I've got 1.5 more days before we are recording, and I got all the close mics up. They are all working, and at least in here, on both the Olo headphones and the Yamaha NS40 Frankenstein monitors, it's sounding really good. I was surprised. I'll show you what I've done. So yeah, I had to put the Slate ML2 on the bottom of the hi-hat. It sounds great. I really like it. I usually hate hi-hat, like in general, and I have a hard time getting a sound I like, but I really like it. And same thing here. I mean, there's really no space. Yeah, I could do the ride from the top, going like that, but there's no real space for the hi-hat, so I went underneath and underneath. And on the splashes, I used the Swedish radio mic, which was used in like tanks and stuff. It's a dynamic microphone. It sounds really dry, but really good. I mean, almost all the overheads, cymbals are dynamic mics, except for ride and hi-hat. And it sounds way better than dynamic mics should sound. So tomorrow I'm gonna fine tune all of this. I mean, we've been here for, I think we're at 8 hours. Fucking hell. Yeah, so we need to go home and eat and just cuddle. I really wish I had enough XLRs to be able to finish this one, because I had to connect several cables together to put it behind the console, and I don't even know if I have enough left. I have 1, 2, 3 cables left, so I'm gonna have to borrow one from somewhere. But the only mics that's missing right now are the PCM microphones, which are going on each side of the kit about 2 meters away or something, like there and there, and the ceiling mics. I'll just run a cable straight from there to channel 9 and 10. I'm hoping we can finish the stand card fairly soon, and I put a OSB sheet here, which is the right size. It's gonna go up to it's gonna be at the same height as the door, and I'm gonna make my own stone looking wall with just some foam. I was thinking of buying a pre-made stone wall looking texture, but it would be quite expensive, so I thought I can do it myself for like $50 or something, probably even less. And I mean, it's just for looks, only for looks, nothing else. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm contemplating on also having like a shelf on top, so we can have a little bit more storage space. But yeah, the room is coming together. The ladder is super nice. It's so easy to go up there and keep this place clean. I'm looking forward to going through all of the stuff, but first recording, and then I can start like organizing for real and do like the tiny little bits and pieces. The headphones are working out pretty well. I used a pair of Vic Firth because it took so much time to put the in-ears in back and forth and going back and forth from the drums to the console. So I used a pair of Vic Firth, but I'm gonna listen tomorrow to my in-ears instead, because I think they're a lot closer to what Eric has. And of course we can change stuff when he's here. We're gonna change stuff when he is here, so he can hear everything very well. So yeah, that is definitely it from me. I'm gonna turn everything off and then go home. So take care and bye bye. Another day, still wearing the same clothes. Today, the only thing we're really gonna do in terms of drums is to put up the last microphones, so really 2 microphones, and then run wires from the tube microphones that's up in the ceiling. And I'm considering tuning the drums today. I mean, I might as well, because tomorrow, if I can help it, I don't want to do too much. I want to keep my head clear for the recording, which is a bit hard if you've already been working for 8 hours prior. So I'm just gonna take it pretty chill tomorrow. But I'm also gonna put up some of the cable channels, and I noticed 2 lights have broken in the recording space. I was considering not having any of the drum recording part in this series of videos, but at the same time, I mean, this is the reality of a working producer. I'm not a YouTuber in the sense of I don't do stuff to make videos. I do stuff and I make videos of what I do. So of course it would be a lot better if I took one whole month and a bunch of cash and just transformed the rehearsal space, and then after that, oh, now we're recording. But the truth is, you gotta find time when you have time and make it work, and that's what we're doing right now, both when it comes to money and when it comes to time. I mean, it's just the way it is. Plus I have ADD. My mind is all over the place, and so is my videos, and I mean, that's the way it is. That's the way I am. That's the way, I was gonna say it's supposed to be, but it isn't. But yeah, it's just the way it is. So yeah, drums and tuning, and I'm probably gonna try to clean up a bit and do a couple of more things. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put up the OSB sheet actually. So a little bit of work, a little bit of building. Yes, I'm gonna drink my coffee and then let's get started. I am not a drummer. I know I suck. Yo. This console hasn't been used for a while, so mostly the switches are kind of iffy. So right now I have a ride mic that's way too loud. But I'm dialing in everything as close as I can, running back and forth, recording, running back and forth, etc. I got except for the ride this time, I got a sound I'm fairly happy with. I'm gonna do one thing, and that's change out the overhead mics. I'm trying to get one recording that's as close to perfect as I can, so I can swap out the overheads and compare. And then I'm gonna check phase on everything, and I'm also gonna high pass a bunch of stuff because we don't need as much low, and since I have a variable high pass, I thought why not use it. But it's sounding pretty okay so far, except for my playing. Yeah, I'm not really liking the right crash in general, but in the overheads it's kind of harsh. So I want to try changing out the modified Octava microphones for the line audio CM4s. They're a little bit more open, a little bit more, sounds a little bit more spacious, while the Octavas are kind of almost compressed, but they're really like close and gives a nice beef to everything. But yeah, I'm gonna try that out, see what happens. So be back in a bit. I kind of like it, but I also don't like it. There's some stuff in this as well that's not ideal. There's a lot of gonginess in this, but at the same time I'm getting like more attack. It's like more open. I mean, the sound is more open, like more space. So it's like getting more stick definition, which I like, but it's also not as compressed. It doesn't sound as heavy. If I could get like a mix of both these microphones, I would be perfectly happy. Now I'm gonna do something else, and then I'll be back. Also, I put up the OSB sheet. Yeah, you can see where it ends. I'm considering painting the bottom part in the same color as the stand. We'll see, but from this angle I think it looks better. Just imagine that as stone looking and gray, dark gray. I think it's gonna be awesome. So yeah. That's where the cable from the other mics are gonna go. Or the power supplies are up in the shelf, so the cables can run that way and down to the console. I'm probably gonna have a shelf. I think I said that yesterday, but a shelf. So I'm not really worried about those. It's not gonna be visible. Anyway, I'm gonna rest my ears a bit, do something else, listen more and see what will do. Yo, I have recorded drums of my own playing. It's actually sounded really good. Not the playing, but the sound. I tuned the floor tom and I put some toilet paper on the bottom just to dampen the worst ring. I tuned the rest of the toms. The snare didn't need tuning. I really like how the snare is sounding, so we're gonna use this one. I put lug locks on the worst offenders, like the lugs closest to where he's hitting. Yeah, I went through and checked phase on all the microphones, so I got that right on the console, except for the room mics, which were out of phase. I have to switch them in Reaper because I'm running them straight through the RME, which doesn't have a phase flip. I actually think we're gonna pack up for the day. Tomorrow is recording day, recording night. So I think during the day I'm simply just gonna take care of Neve, take a chill, rest my ears, not do a whole lot of stuff, just rest. And did I do anything else? No, I don't think so. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy with it, how it's sounding. Since it's sounding good both in the headphones and the monitors, I actually think it is sounding pretty good. I've been pretty meticulous about every microphone, and I have an idea with every microphone. So yeah, I think I'm gonna turn off everything and then we're going home. Take care and bye bye. Yo. It's recording day. I've already done everything that I'm supposed to do, so I think today I'm just gonna let you guys tag along during this session like a fly on the wall. I'm gonna find a pretty cool spot to put up the microphone so you can see both the console and Eric while he's playing drums. And the camera is gonna overheat probably a lot of times, but I got enough battery and hopefully enough storage space to be able to at least give you the bulk. And then I think we're gonna wrap up this video. So a bunch of recording and then we are done with this massive video. So let's get started. Det duger för en lyssning.
Det är bra. Stickgrejen där funkade ganska bra. Jag har ju inte kört sådär förut.
Nej, jag tänkte inte så mycket på själva tagningen. Jag lyssnade mest på ljudet den här gången, så jag kommer inte riktigt ihåg vad jag gjorde.
Han satt där. Är du på mig? Är du på mig? Fan också! Ja.
Ja, men det stämmer. För det kommer jag ihåg.
Och så. Bara för att jag vill.
Nej, alltså ljudmässigt, jag tycker det enda som jag är lite fundersam på,
Yes.
det är överhänget.
Ja.
Med de där får det lite öppnare ljud och det blir lite mer tydligare attack på cymbalerna. Med oktavamickarna så är det lite mer typ nästan komprimerat.
Yes.
Det är mer stuns, alltså det känns mer. Men det är också lite plattare så att säga, alltså cymbalerna får inte riktigt samma definition.
Nej.
Jag är valet och kvalet där, för alltså jag menar
Går de här
tydligen
att komprimera till lite mer sen i efterhand?
Ja,
Så att de blir närmare då?
absolut. Det gör det.
Så då är det ju bättre att ha valet att komprimera de här mer, eller?
Ja, det var lite så jag tänkte när jag satte upp dem där istället för oktava. Just för att vi har ju också närmickar på alla cymbalerna. Så vi kan ju få både tydligheten. Men det enda som gör att det tar emot lite grann är just det här att med oktavamickarna, då kändes det.
Ja.
Det var mer känsla i det hela. Liksom trummorna hoppar fram lite grann. Men annars så rent ljudmässigt så är ja, det jag hör här i alla fall. Sen får vi se när man kommer hem.
Ja, precis.
Men jag tycker alltså det är väldigt tydligt. Vi provar att byta.
Absolut.
För min penis skull.
Ja, men den är ju också viktig.
Ibland så. Jag saknar lite av köttet.
Ja. Ja, men då.
Som man säger, det lät modernare.
Ja.
Om man säger så. Som
men
sagt,
det-
alltså, de här går säkert att komprimera och få det att låta bra. Men om man kan få det redan vid micken
Ja.
så...
Jo, någonstans modernt ljud är ju trevligt.
Ja, men det är ju det. Du får tugga på den, men inte så.
Så brukar det gå hemma.
Ja, exakt. Du får tugga på den, men svälj inte. Du är swallow, no I chew.
Det var inte det jag var här för, men...
Jo. Ja, ska vi prova ett tag?
Det tycker jag absolut att vi ska.
Då kör vi.
Ja, bra
Tagning.
bra lyssningstagning.
Precis.
Måste köra. Ja, nu är jag med på hur jag ska köra det här sticket. Och så... Ja, bra. Du fattar exakt vad jag menar där.
Ja. Jag gör faktiskt det. Konstigt nog. Ja. En grej jag tänkte på, men det kan vi ta sen. Luglocks, har du satt dem på den där bilden nu? Nej. Men det kan vi göra. Men det är ingen brådska, jag tänker vi lyssnar först.
sa det innan jag var ny, men jag är inte säker på att ja, det kör jag med. Men det var bra stuns i den här bilden. Jag tror den är lite lägre stämd också än den andra. Men kanske är det? Ja, det är det. Helt klart. Och det gör ju sitt. Men alltså jag
Det är mycket tydligare, det är mycket bredare också. Det är, ja, nej, vi kör på dem.
Ja, nej men alltså jag tänker just på virveln. Jag gillar stunsen i nu. Så att om vi kan köra på den stycken. Sen så tror jag att om man stämmer ner den andra lite så kommer man säkert dit också.
Säkert.
Men det kanske är ganska skönt också att så här, jag har en Chicago-virvel och så har jag en eldfärdvirvel. För då kan jag stämma dem ut efter det. För eldfärd behöver jag egentligen inte ha så högt stämt. Utan nu har jag stämt den där för Chicago för att jag ska kunna sitta av.
Precis.
Så då, men den här högt stämd låter fortfarande ganska stunsig. Den andra låter mindre stunsig. Högt stämd. Så då kan jag hellre stämma ner den.
Ja, precis. Jo, men det tycker jag låter som en rätt idé.
Men är det nu så att vi kör så här, vi kör tagning och så där blir dåligt kör vi om bara de delarna, eller vill du köra hela tagningar och hoppas på det bästa?
Det är som du känner.
Ja, jag tänker eftersom vi har det så pass uppdelat så är det väl ganska lätt nu att köra så här. Vi kör en hel tagning såklart nu, och så känner man så här, okej, den här stickdelen, så den var dålig, då kör vi om.
Precis.
Så att vi håller lite koll på så här, det där var inte bra.
Ja, absolut.
Jag tror att vi tjänar både på energi
rygg.
och det kanske blir bästa tagningarna av det.
Ja, nej men absolut.
Även om det är coolt att göra hela one take så.
Exakt.
Ja, det är så det ska göra. Jag ska bara, jag ska lista ut en sak på versen bara.
Vill du höra medans?
Ja, kan vi köra bara versgrejen?
Jag kan loopa versen.
Vad sa du?
Jag kan loopa versen.
Ja, gör det. Yes. Jag vet det är fel, vet jag fan, men det var där jag ville.
Ja.
Det var den jag ville ha till. Men jag får se. Jag tror inte på film i versen. Det blir för mycket.
Ja.
Det är så sång och det är fan mycket skit.
Fast sången pausar i mitten.
Ja, det kanske det gör.
Ja. Den lämnar faktiskt plats för ett fel om det skulle vara så. Du kan få höra med sången om du vill. Jag mutar den för jag kände att det var lite...
Ja, vi prövar en vända, eller jag kör en omgång med sång och bara se hur det känns.
Ja.
Ja.
Var det bättre?
Det fula är att det var bättre men det var fel.
Ja.
Men jag skulle köra den här ride-grejen en 4 tidigare.
Ja, just det.
Men det funkar ju sådär då.
Vi tar en till då.
Va?
Vi tar en till, men vi sparar.
Den var väl okej?
Det tycker jag. Vi checkar av den.
Bra! Refränggrejen.
Ja, vi kan lyssna. Jag kan lyssna. Så får jag se om det ens är. Det är bara att det slaget kommer lite för tidigt. Men det kommer ju editeras ändå. Så det,
Om du tror att det blir bra, då tror jag att det blir bra.
Ja. Ja, men då kan du få lyssna på hela tagningen och se vad du känner själv.
Nej, skitskönt. Tjenare grabben. Tjenare. Så. Nej, nu ska vi sitta och ta det lugnt för det.
Exakt. Vill du höra mer klick eller utan?
Ja, men kör mer klick bara så att man vet att man ligger på ett ungefär i alla fall. Det är ju alltid trevligt att veta. Virveln kändes som att den var ganska bra.
Ja, men det tycker jag. Det tycker jag. Och även händerna. Jag har fler följare än dig på Instagram.
Va?
Ja, vi kan ju bara köra igenom utan att spela in så att vi har ljud och du kommer ihåg låten och allting. Ja, men då kör vi. Där kommer ju gå asfort.
Va?
Där kommer ju gå asfort att sätta.
Ja, om jag sätter den så där bra igen. Ja.
Ja, precis.
Men den där är den jag har kört absolut längst av de här.
Ja.
Den här gjorde vi ganska tidigt.
Ja, ja, nej men är du redo så är jag och kameran redo.
Yes!
Då ska det vara 4 klick in och så pangkolla.
Ja.
Det där är. Just det, gången kom. Ja, det funkar inte. Nej. Så kom idag så kände någon. Ja. Jag trodde den fackade och så bara, fan funkar den här? Ja, vi kör på ungefär då, ska vi se. Om det va? Do. Ta. Do. Så. Nej. Pappa. Nu måste jag ta det. Nu får jag ta det. Så det bara ta det lugnt och sen skicka filer ska vi göra och sen så åker vi till stugan på lördag. Vänta. Kanske så. Ja, kanske. Jag har inte kört taggar på den där serien, eller? Vi är feta. Ja, jag gör det. Så härifrån så är det 69 jätt.